Hi, I'm Swarali and today I want to remind you of something powerful. Don't wait for perfect English, start speaking today because the truth is that perfection never comes before the action. You can't just learn swimming by just reading about swimming, you learn it by jumping into the water, and that's exactly with the English. You are reading the pages, you are reading the books, you are reading the vocabularies, everything, but still you will stuck when someone asks you about yourself. Tell me about something about yourself. You will not speak, you will freeze there. Why? Because you are not speaking, you are just learning the vocabulary, you are learning the grammar. But English is just about, it's a muscle skill that you have to speak, and that's why if you are learning the grammar, it's not important. Firstly, you have to learn the English speaking, not the grammar. Firstly, you have to try. If you don't have vocabularies, it's okay, but firstly you have to speak without the grammar. Fluency doesn't mean that you want to express yourself with the grammar and with the advanced vocabulary, but fluency means that whatever the material you are having, how you are expressing it with fluency, with the fully that the person is understanding your English, that means fluency. But fluency doesn't mean that using the high words, advanced vocabularies. So let's start the video. In this video we will see that don't wait for perfect English and start speaking today. So you know why this is happening, that why you are not speaking English fluently, why you are not starting to speak, because you are having that fear that what if they laugh, what if I make any mistake, what if I stuck while speaking in English. But no one cares about you as much as you care, because everyone is having their own problems. No one is having that much time to just speak about you, to think about you. So that's why just remove this from your mind and speak, start speaking, because speaking is a muscle skill. You have to speak. Imagine a baby learn to walk, or she falls many times, but are they saying that I will start walking when I am perfect? Because they will not be perfect. You will not be perfect at English because you are saying that I will start speaking when I am perfect after learning the grammar vocabularies, after learning whole grammar. But it's not like that. If you are learning the grammar, still you are not able to speak, because speaking is a muscle skill, it's different skill. And learning grammar, remembering tenses, remembering the conjunctions, prepositions, it's other part. So they both are different things, but you are mixing it with, so don't mix it. That just think of that speaking is another skill and you have to just master that skill. But firstly you need speaking skill, not the grammar. So start speaking, because you don't need grammar to speak, you just need to connect to the world. And that's the thing, English is a language. You are learning it to connect with the people. So don't think about the grammar and other things, because in another skill, let's talk about swimming. At that time, whenever you are learning swimming, are you reading about swimming? Are you reading how to swim? First rule, second rule, third rule. Are you learning this? You are not thinking of that rules. You are just jumping into the water and then you are learning to swim. So do it with English as well. Just start speaking. Don't see the grammar rules. Don't see the grammar. Don't see any words, any vocabularies. Whatever you are having, just speak, just express that one in a good way, in a good manner, and then you will definitely learn afterwards. Firstly you have to speak, because start now, because everyone starts there. No one is having that much English, perfect English from their childhood. They also learned. So you are also on the same page. So just start speaking here, because there's no perfect English. There is no perfect English, because even native speakers makes mistakes. They repeat the lines or they stop there. But did they stop their speaking? No, they just take 1 or 2 seconds pauses, but again they start speaking again. Even if they are making the mistake, still they will speak. So it means that you have to connect with the people, and sometimes these mistakes look classy. It makes your speech more classy, these slangs or these speeches whenever they say. And if there's a little bit mistake, it looks classy. So don't think of the mistakes. It will happen, but it will also vanish when you speak again and again. So that's why there's no perfect English that you are thinking. Just there is a English language, That is, everyone is speaking to connect to the people, and just think of that and learn that, because you just have to connect with the people. So it's the tool to connect with the people. So don't think of the grammar, don't think any other thing, just think of that the English is a language, it's a muscle skill that I have to adapt. Just think of that and speak as much as you can speak, because however you're studying everything, 100 grammar rules, you are reading 10 or 12 books you have read, if you have read, then definitely you will stuck somewhere, because you are just reading, you are listening, you are doing the practices, but speak more and more, speak, do that as well. I'm not denying to do that, do as that as well, just speak, because your grammar activities, your learning, your speaking skill is different, but you are listening, you are writing, you are studying about the grammar rules, it's okay, do that one. But don't avoid speaking, don't avoid it, because it's the only skill that you will learn. Firstly you have to learn that, and after that this will come in your words, because if you are learning this but if you are not speaking it, then it's the useless thing that. But firstly you have to speak, so do that exercise as well, and do this one as well. Don't just avoid any one exercise, do all together. And if you are doing reading or any other thing, listening practice for 2 hours, for 3 hours, so in that 3 hours break down the task, 15 minutes you have to take, you can take, and 15 minutes for speaking practice, 15 minutes for writing practice, like that you have to break down, make a schedule of that, and then start speaking. Because don't study, you will, if you want to study, if you want to just be perfect in grammar, then study. But if you want to be perfect in speaking skill, then don't study. Firstly speak, start speaking, because you have to adapt that muscle skill na, so that's why you have to speak. So speak as much as you can, and just do that exercise, and then you will see the result, because your tongue is twisting there, and you are not having the that consistency, you are not speaking with the consistency, and that's why the words are not coming. So as much as you will speak, then the words whatever you have studied, that words will definitely come. So they will see the result, they will show you the result, whatever you did, the grammar part, the sentences or the vocabularies, it will come to your speeches. But firstly you have to try. So speak and don't study, because 100 grammar rules you have studied, but if someone will ask you that, tell me something about yourself, still you will freeze there, because of lack of practice in your speaking. So do that one. And you can see many YouTube creators that firstly their English is also broken, they are also speaking without any, they are also making mistakes, but now if you see them, then there's a huge improvement, tremendously they had changed. Why? Because of the practice, because every day we are improving ourselves, so they have also improved. So everyone starts from here, it's not just about you, but everyone starts from here. And that's why don't just get offended by it that I am the only person who don't know English. It's not like that, everyone is having this problem in their life. Just the thing is that they have improved, you have to improve it. So improve it by speaking, just the speaking activity you have to imbibe it, and then you will see the result definitely. So let's see the practical routine that you can adapt yourself and you can learn English. You don't sound just bad, but you sound untrained, so you have to do that. So how you can learn it? Firstly you have to do the mirror talk. So about mirror talk, what you can do, just take any one sentence, any one line, or any question you can take, any question you can take, and on that question you have to speak looking into the mirror. You have to speak it, and speak it for at least as much as you can. Just expand it, expand, because you have to speak on that exercise, and you have to look into the mirror, and you have to check your expressions, gestures, everything you have to check. So that's why look in the mirror and you have to speak like that. So any question you can take, any question whatever you want to take, that questions you have to take and speak the that questions for, you can take 5 question, one question for 1 minute. If you can expand that question, then it's very nice. but at least 5 questions a day you have to take it, and do this for 30 days. Definitely there will be improvement. And second exercise is that you have to do the shadow practice. Shadow practice by mean that any YouTube creator, any person, any motivational speaker you admire, any person you admire, take their videos, and you have to just, firstly they will speak there, then you have to pause the video, and again you have to speak like them, like their intonation, pronunciation. If your pronunciation and their pronunciation is different, but you have to follow them. So that means shadowing, that being their shadow you have to do it. So that exercise is also very helpful because you are getting the pronunciation, intonation, everything you are getting. If your pronunciation is wrong, then you are getting it. So that's why shadowing practice is also very important. And the third practice is that write and speak. So you can take any topic, any favorite topic, like my dream, my school, like that topic you can take and write about that topic. Write in one notebook, make a one notebook, and you have to write all the topics there. And after completing your writing, you have to speak it aloud. Speak it because it's the practice of writing and speaking. So you can speak it, and you can add yourself as well, like whatever you have written there. But if you want to add more points in your speaking skill, that time you can add it also. So that you have to do that, you have to write any favorite topic about yourself, about your anyone, any person. You can take that topics and you have to speak on that, and you have to write at least one page minimum. A one page you can write, just one page, and that page is sufficient. But about speaking practice, you have to expand it, because you are doing the speaking practice. So it's not just about reading it, but it's about speaking from your mind, speaking about your thoughts, about, just put their thoughts, whatever you think about. If you took that my dream, so you can speak on that, like whatever you have written in the notebook. But if you want to add more points, then add there while speaking. While speaking, add more points, because it will be very helpful to you, because you are expanding your thinking skills. So that's why it's nice to do. And fourth is that first exercise was the mirror exercise, and third was write and speak. So what you can do, record and review this. So firstly, while you are speaking of the mirror practice, while you are doing the mirror practice, you can record yourself. Just record, put a camera there, and you have to record yourself. And after completing the recording, you have to review it, and you have to just check your expressions, everything. While mirror practice, there is the mirror, you can check there as well. But while the write and speak practice, you have to check your expressions, your emotions, everything you can check there. So that's why record yourself. And if there's something missing, if you are incorrect in the grammar part, that you can also check, and you have to write those mistakes. And again, when you come again next day, at that time you have to check all these things, and you have to check that how am I speaking now, and what is the difference between day 1 and day 2. You have to check that. So this was the exercise, practical routines, practical steps to improve your speaking, because you are waiting for the perfect English. So perfect English will come after this exercise. So you have to do this exercise for 30 days, but do this with consistency. Don't break this exercise, like don't break any day, like don't make a gap. Do it with consistently, and then you will see definitely a huge, tremendously you will improve. Because firstly, you are hesitating, you are not speaking properly, your grammar was not correct, but this exercise will help you. And fourth exercise, record and review. This exercise will definitely help you to reflect about yourself. So do all this exercise with consistency, and then see the result. 30 date and first day and your last day, you will see that first day you are nervous, you are hesitating, you are not, your expressions was not there. But last day you will see that you are expressing very nicely, you are expressing your fully, the emotion is there, everything is there, your hand gestures is there. So you will say everything. And firstly, you will feel the fear that am I speaking right or wrong. You will feel fear because your confidence would be lacking there. But next day, first day and 10 time, you will feel that you are improving. And again, when you do it exercise, the last day of your exercise, there will be tremendously change. So your confidence will build as it well, because your confidence was building there. Because of that, firstly you're thinking, I'm not perfect in English, I'm not sound perfect, and I will definitely mess something, like that you are thinking. But next day you will feel that you are doing very nicely the last day, so your confidence will also build there. So that's why do this and don't wait, because the enemy is that waiting. Don't wait just for perfect English. Start just now, start from now. Don't wait for any perfect day, don't wait for any perfect English. Just start speaking today and speak it with full of consistency, with full of energy. And then just you will see the result about yourself, because you are, firstly you are not able to speak, you are not able to express yourself. But after doing this all the exercises, you will definitely see the results. So that's why do it with consistency and don't wait for any perfect English. Just start speaking today. And you can also apply the song method as well. Actually I have just posted that video, so you can also check that one as well, that how to learn English like you learn a song. So you can check that as well. But let me tell you that how to learn it like that. Firstly, you can take any one line, any one sentence, whatever you can take. Just take that sentence, repeat it 10 times. What you have to do, repeat it 10 times. Again say it with the emotion, say it with the fully. You have to just apply the emotions there, that how to say that line in the emotion. Say it with the emotion. Record yourself, just record about that single line, record yourself, and then review it, that how you spoke. And again next day, next line. So in a year it would be 365 lines, that you have completed a full book of lines of the sentences. So it's like the fluency is growing day by day. So you can do that as well. About the song method, like you have to pick one line, then repeat it 10 times, say it with the emotion. So it is also interesting in some other way, like you have to speak it with the emotion, you have to record yourself. So it's also interesting to do. So you can do that as well. But the earlier exercise you have to do it with consistency, but you can add this as well into that. It is about the song method, you have to learn it like a song, so you can do it as well. So let me leave you with this, that your English doesn't need to be powerful, it just need to be yours. So make a promise to yourself that I will speak, I will learn, I will grow, even if I am making mistakes, because the mistakes are the proof that you are trying. So that's why try, in only way you will win there. So stop waiting for perfect English, start speaking today.